As we concluded our first episode of the day, we got to understand how let's not spend time in unnecessary mindset with rumination. So the people who have completed their child parts work, they don't have the not self-regulating stuff, okay? They have self-regulation and self-worth. That's why they're expanding. And so when you expand, you know how to harness all of your emotions, and you know how to harness consistently forgiveness. And you don't have to be here, but that's what we're all about because we're self-empowered. So 5D mystics and 5D collective inner child adults, when we meet gossipers, we don't say they can't gossip, they can gossip. We laugh together about those who don't want to move into this, and we don't laugh at them because, again, the ones who are healing, they're going to move into this. So they're going to be people that don't do the petty Cusco business. They talk to your face. They know forgiveness too. They know unconditional love. Okay, so people who do this in a way that is of a Cusco, they don't have self-worth. And in fact, that's why you want to find those 5D mystics, self-empowered, enlightened, expanding consciousness people, mindful adults. They have the desire to build a lifetime with you because they don't have any non-self-regulating and projection stuff going on, which, again, it's unnecessary for us to handle it. If someone wants to be a stagnating piece of life, a caricature, we're going to get to meet them in that facade. We're going to want to have those who expand, but we're also going to have around us those who won't. And that's why the 5D collective, we don't talk about Lucifer or devils. We talk about people who have insecurity. They don't know self-regulation. So again, they don't know self-worth, and they're going to bring to us their narrative, which is one of a 0-8-year-old with a victim. And that's going to be the blamer or the martyr superior. And you're going to notice it because there's a facade and there's no self-empowered solar plexus. Okay, so with that, mindful living, spiritual living is when you have your child parts all together, no insecurity, you know self-regulation. Why? Because this is the moment of truth. Depth of emotion is what comes up always from your body. And mindfulness, as well as mindsight and mindset, is only going to be effective if you're doing self-help, which is what I support, to be yourself, if you want to do the depths of emotions, and you can. Insecure people with this victim, which is because they have unresolved trauma that is important, they have the good therapists that are trying to let them know, hey, mindfulness, mindsight, self-help isn't going to heal it away. That's not how this works. And so I'm supporting you all to understand as I get clear on how to make sure you understand who I can support and who will be interested, and also you'll resonate with my content. The IHP content is fun. It's blissful. I'm happy. And the toxic positive, yeah, that's for the people who, again, they use words in ways that I know what they're talking about, but some of us, we don't have this. We own ourselves and we're expanding. Okay, so with that being said, thank you for anybody who doesn't have bliss and forgiveness in the forefront for stopping by. You can stay, tune in, but if you start to notice you getting bittersweet, it's because you don't resonate with an open heart and an open mind of a person who knows that life doesn't hand me any shit. I have thoughts, emotions. It's a subjective experience. I'm okay with that. I have fun, and I do have faith. So I didn't have to release any fear in my ears, and I didn't have to release any of that stagnating business because I have been grateful my entire life with Jesus and God. And so perseverance, it comes when you are self-empowered and enlightened, and expanding is really fun because renewing my promise to Jesus and God over and over and over again, it's amazing. And it's not that type of service where you are, again, saving anyone. No, the people who save their self, they go to good therapy. They grieve having been unseen, unsoothed, unsafe, and unsecure, and then they come build an actual relationship with people. And I say actual because when you meet those who have this, what you have is a facade. You don't have a human being. You have their 0 to 8 years of age and a 16-year-old, and let me just tell you, I already met them all. So our quest here at IHP, it's to become more of ourselves, and that's because you have this. and then to support those who are healing trauma seriously with a therapist, and then they come around once they're ready because they know they can, and they also do forgive. So they are not impatient, and they're not bittersweet, and they're not trying to wear mantle. Okay, this lovely equinox day and this lovely energy that is about, when it comes to us at least, is really fun. Okay, the facades. They're unnecessary for us to handle. We handle always with the love that we can and with the respect that you can. That doesn't mean that they're going to enjoy you. That doesn't mean they're going to do anything, though. So let me put the cards away so that I can focus on our chit chat, because I have some more channeled guidance and food for thought. I had these ones. I know I shared them with you. So it's okay to be misunderstood. And when we have people who judge mystics, they will definitely do this, okay? They will gossip, they will ridicule, they will also use words that are interesting, but it won't be impossible for us to navigate it, the 5D mystics. And that's because we're the Christ consciousness group, okay? It's not a better group. It's again, self-worth, whole self. That's why our channel is clear, that pure consciousness. So you're able to process and let go consistently of all that doesn't serve you, and the ascension energies, they expand you more and more and more, which is really fun. And in that note, our oversoul, we get to grow more friends, not less friends, but we also get to organize our groups in our own mind's eye. And with that, you might be having clarity on who it is that you're wanting to expand more relationships with and who it is that you instead have finished. And the way that the 5D collective talks about this is not there's things you have to do or don't do. People who don't have self-worth and self-confidence and self-empowerment, they always are seeking with fear what to do, what not to do. So when they're seeing somebody, the 4D mystics, they tend to say, here's all that you can or can't. I remember getting into this, okay, Maria, we don't need to be afraid of astrology stars. It's something that, yes, you're part of the energy. So you are your own channeler. You know, you can talk to God and universe. I like to use different words here so I can respect the 3D. And so you begin to notice your own pattern. And that's why in the years, my pattern is clear to me. And that's why Dharma is really fun. You get to figure out what you are getting to continuously expand. So for me, I consistently expand this. And my third eye never got blocked because introspection and introception. So when you are focused on being yourself, you get to bring forth the amazing, fun part of you. And when people say, you need to change, you say, well, not really. There's a door. Thank you so much for stopping by. Okay, but when people don't want to be in the flow state and they don't want to be that dynamic, we don't say you can't stagnate. No, we don't say anything at all. And so this is why today is all about balancing out. I know that every year I get to have the honor to be consistently surrounded by loved ones, and then my expansion continues because that's what I chose for myself, not because I have to, no, because I like to. So I'm always expanding, and that's why you don't get rid of people. The ones who are lower on the vibe scale, you will notice who they consistently attract, and you will notice how they're consistently navigating. And you will also notice, again, like I said, they're a facade and they have a story though for you. So they will still want to share their story, and you will have a herd like Manny, Diego, and Sid. We don't kick anybody out of the herd. Our human herd is here to share life together. So adaptive child patterns of behaviors, like maladaptive child patterns of behaviors, are not an issue because you can direct them as a pacha. I've consistently throughout the years directed those who have brought any of this business, not this. This is a falsity. I'm a mystic in the 5D plane, enlightened mental age group, and I have attachment trauma information, neuroscientist, neurobiologist, all of the sciences prove why you are a dynamic optimizing system, the ones who don't understand these topics and refute, I find it hard to believe the manifestations of life. Those are the people that I totally leave alone, and I allow their facade to continue doing what is unfortunately a caricature, stagnating. Because on the external, we can all look like we're stagnating. But I will know based on how you come every morning and every day towards me. Your energy is going to give it to me immediately. And so if you don't know how to be yourself in an empowered way, you're going to be. So I don't need to get rid of anyone, because your stagnating energy is going to be, one, perceivable, but so is your donkey horn, and I will sound like something different. My energy will be something different, but we can all both look the same, which is exactly why facades are the ones who don't know the difference. But I'm here with the ones of you who are not facades. We know the difference, because those who are expanding get much more fun by the minute and forgiving. And that's what we're going to be talking about in a little bit. So thanks for stopping by. Again, make sure to be as much of the compassion and love that you hold. If you're here still, then I know you know about this, and that you know this. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stuck around. So we love to love people, and we leave, again, you leave alone the facades, because the therapists are the ones who can tend to them, not us. They have to want to be their self. If they say, I want to be myself, you already know what we got in the room. And when they want to tell you that caricatures are the same as those who are expanding, you're going to know that we got another, again, facade. But the part about wanting to work with the biochemistry of rumination and fear, that's the mindset. So number one, do you want to use words that are equanimous? Do you want to explore the depths of emotions? Yes, great. Keep coming. You want laundry? This is not the place for you. You don't want to forgive? Not the place for you. Okay, so expanding peace of consciousness. This is what we do here, and I love to be able to support those who want to be their self, because, like our Sadhguru shares, the very source of creation is within you, and I know this like he does. You just need to strive to make the necessary contact with it. Yes, the ones who don't have their inner child stuff completed, they're pretending, and they don't know this. They know this, and their facade is a teenager who consistently is, again, creating groups, which is what we'll talk about in a little bit. But we'll end with, by itself, reality is simple. Ignorance is what makes it complex. And ignorance is, I ignore that I have a facade, and I ignore that I don't have self-worth, forgiveness, or expansion, and that my entire day-to-day is growing more loving. So I ignore that underneath it all, I'm still grieving, having been unseen, unheard, unsafe, and unsecure. I'm grieving and upset and in pain. I'm in human suffering love narrative that the world is unsafe. However it may be, that's a trauma charge, and I'm afraid. I know all about fear, but I live under the sky, so I know how to. I live under the sky. I'm in peace inside, because this is what mindful, spiritual, 5D mystic, expanding consciousness people are all about. So again, welcome aboard. Every human being deserves to be peaceful while alive, not just rest in peace. Let us make it happen. Thank you, Sadhguru. He's part of the group of people who are supporting people like I do. For me, it's once you are ready to be yourself, and then to consistently spread the word of forgiveness and expansion, because again, we are all born with generous hearts. Those who reclaim them, they will know this too. And when they're ready to join any one of us who likes to be impartial, equanimous, they will let us know, and we'll be here. They don't want to be our friends. It's okay. We get it. Everybody chooses what they want to speak up about. I speak up for humanity as a whole. We're all evolving. We're all expanding. We all are flawed, and we all make mistakes. And anyone who wants peace within can go, again, good therapy, then come on over here and continue to rise more. Enlightenment, the Zen master with laundry, he chose not to for whatever reason. No, I know why. He called it laundry. The minute you don't choose the words you use in your head, you've chosen how to handle the emotional stuff that comes up. And when it's sad, angry, fear, you chose to let your teenage version, that's why the caricature. So stagnation is a not only soul age root, but it is also the beneath the neutrality belt, as you consistently just do the rumination of your brain versus let me integrate more of me. So becoming more integrated, and then that restorative embodiment, self-aware, accountable, and regulating life. Come on over to HP if you enjoy this. Have a great one.